Oh. Welcome to Ranger Reviews, a web series we look at episodes of the TV show Power Rangers and then discuss them. Today we're exploring the 40th episode of the show Power Rangers in Space, as well as the 290th episode overall, titled The Impenetrable Web. We begin this episode on the megaship where Alpha is playing 4D chess with Dekka. Andros is also watching, and Dekka changes her mind on a move a few times. Alpha wins somehow, and Dekka is flabbergasted. And Dekka doesn't know the word bluffing. She has some sass to her. They then get an incoming emergency transmission. It's an astronaut who crash landed on the planet Forza, and they need help. It was actually a message intended for Nasada. They set the course going that way. Why are they listening to messages for Nasada? All 5 Morph Rangers are now on their galaxy gliders on the planet, coming up on the crash site. They see nothing, and neither does Alpha. Then the Dark Fortress appears behind the megaship. The astronaut walks aboard, and it's Darkonda! Forgot he was here. Ecliptor says they're on the planet alone, so the ship is empty, so they activate the web, causing a green laser web to appear around the megaship. Alpha isn't able to do anything in the ship except try to tell the Rangers that they're under attack. Then the Rangers jump from their galaxy gliders because they start bucking, and their suits disappear. Their communicators go off, and Alpha explains that the ship is trapped in an electric web. They put their lasers on full power, but it's not working at all. Ecliptor says the Rangers can't penetrate the web without a specific device that he has. Astarma sends Darkonda down to the planet to get the Rangers while Ecliptor will get to the megaship. He then teleports onto the bridge of the ship, and Alpha is trying to set some security messages before he gets tossed across the room. Ecliptor then tells Dekka he's taking control of the place, and Dekka says he needs a password, and he gets angry, slashing at her. He then demands the password from Alpha, who closes the door on Ecliptor, running away. He gets to the engine room, talking to himself about how they can't let Ecliptor get control of the ship. Ecliptor is fine now, lurking around the halls for Alpha. He finds him in the room, and Alpha says he'll never give him the password. And then the ship tilts a bit, knocking stuff all over Ecliptor. Turns out it was Dekka, and Ecliptor is fine though, firing at Alpha, who runs away. This episode kind of feels like a weird Benny Hill special. Darkonda and Quantrons are on Forza, looking around for the Rangers. Back on the ship, Ecliptor is screaming at Dekka, and she tells them that the Hyper Rush accelerators are on Mega Deck 6, so she takes him on the elevator, but he comes out to fall onto the ground from silver marbles on the ground thanks to Alpha. I honestly can't tell if I love or hate this episode. The Quantrons and Darkonda find the Rangers, so now they're fighting unmorphed in this desert terrain. And I have to admit, I really like this new environment for a fight sequence. Also, wow, these guys have really improved from their days as Turbo Rangers. However, not enough because they're getting held back. Ecliptor breaks into the engine room and he's ready to reprogram some stuff. Alpha is secretly behind some stuff and he opens up the cargo bay doors. Ecliptor is now hanging on for dear life, but not for long as he flies in between the cargo bay doors. He uses his sword to zap the release for the doors, getting free, and Alpha runs away. Astronomer asks Ecliptor what's taking so long, and he says that he's gained access to the ship's database. They have the location of the Mega Voyager, and they plan to go there and destroy it. Then Darkonda tells the Quantrons to kill the Rangers, but an explosion appears behind him. It's Zane in a silver buggy. Oh. Zane is coming to the rescue in his dumb go-kart, firing at the Quantrons as he comes. Ecliptor has ripped a plug out from the wall, putting it into a device that he had before, turning into energy and going into the engine, it seems. Now it's Zane's bumper car versus Darkonda. Zane hits him real hard, blowing Darkonda the hell up. The Rangers somehow get free, running over. Wait, how does the megaship not control Zane's powers too? Whatever, this is the Galactic Rover, and guess what? It's super dumb. They talk about how cool it is, like DJ didn't just have a pre-existing relationship with a car. Alpha gets in touch with the Rangers to let them know that Ecliptor is on his way to blow up the Mega Voyager. That's not good. And Andros tells Zane he has to go handle this. Why? Who knows? Zane uses his galaxy glider going through space and he finds a red Ecliptor who has just showed up out of a computer. Apparently we're on the moon because they run out yelling at each other. Guess this isn't Jupiter's moon anymore. Zane uses his Super Silverizer against Super Ecliptor, but it's doing nothing. Then Ecliptor grows giant and there's a real nice perspective shot here. Then Andros says he might have a way to get through the web, so he uses 03, turning into the Battleizer Red Ranger, taking off into the sky. Alright, bye. He sees the megaship and he flies on strings toward the thing because this episode was shot in an afternoon. He somehow hooks this web with his weapon, but he needs something strong, so he uses his missiles, shredding it and dissolving the web. He then floats toward the ship again. Zane calls out for the Mega Winger for his fight with Ecliptor, and he uses the blaster right away, but it does absolutely nothing against Ecliptor, who starts slashing away at him, hitting him down. Ecliptor then goes over to a dome, slashing it, and we see Mega V1 falling down. Ecliptor then hears a spacecraft coming this way, which has a lot of questions about noise in space, but then Zane tries to stop him, but nope, Then the Astro Megazord and the Delta Megazord show up, saving Zane. The Delta Megazord goes first to attack, and Ecliptor slashes it, just completely destroying the Delta Megazord. Jesus. He then sends an attack at them, hitting the Astro Megazord and Mega Winger down. Ecliptor then leaves for Earth, and the Astro Megazord follows. They start fighting in the city, and Ecliptor is pretty obviously overpowered here. Like, no attacks are actually working against him at this point, and he's slashing the crap out of them, breaking the Astro Megazord saber. Everything is exploding, and Andro says that they need the Mega Winger, and the Mega Winger just falls over on the moon. Then Ecliptor feels weird, and steam starts coming out of him as he shrinks back to human size, but he's still red. His extra power is depleted. The Rangers then flip in with their weapons out, and Ecliptor says he can win no matter what. Now it's a ground battle against Ecliptor, and the Rangers are still sucking. I mean, Carlos gets pushed against a wall, but he gets freed with his Astro Blaster. This fight kinda rocks. Then Ashley and Cassie get him to drop his sword while TJ and Andros attack him. Andros then uses 0-1 for the power punch a couple of times, and then he uses the spiral saber, slashing Ecliptor, and he falls in slow motion, exploding real good. However, he's alive afterwards because how dare we actually have something be permanent. Ecliptor grumbles some generic bad guy talk, disappearing. They'll get back to check out the damage. In the bay, they talk about how they lost the Delta Megazord, so they need to keep the Mega Voyager intact. Zane finds a working console, and Carlos, Ashley, and Andros are on the Megaship. Alpha is scared about losing Megazords, but Ashley tells him how he and Dekka saved the day. Zane says that they can repair the damage to the Mega Voyager. On the Dark Fortress, Astronema congratulates Ecliptor on a job well done, and Elgar is also there to say that Ecliptor looked great in red, and Ecliptor crushes his hand. They need to attack before the Rangers can regroup. The end. This episode's really interesting. I mean, they've lost a Megazord, much like, thank God, because they've had way too many. And also, Alpha versus Ecliptor was actually kind of fun. Although, if you're going to have Ecliptor be in this episode become like some big, overpowered baddie, maybe don't have Alpha take him down with some Home Alone shenanigans in the first half of the episode. Kind of felt a bit deflating for his character. Also, Zane's buggy. That was weird, right? Like, not only did they introduce the Battleizer so damn late in the game, but this new toy has arrived now with like 3 more episodes left. That's super weird, and honestly, it makes it all the more unimpressive. Needless to say, we're gearing up for the endgame here, but maybe not all in the next episode. But until then, may the power protect you.